When they told me I'd be doing a report about rock and roll, I thought, great, I'll get into character. So I haven't shaved, I haven't washed, and last night I stayed up well past my bedtime, which is why I've got the rock and roll shades as well. All I need now is a guitar and a supermodel girlfriend, but I've been promised I can get at least one of them at the Harrods Rocks exhibition. Let's go see. Thank you very much. Basically, if you like guitars, you'll love this. The biggest collection ever gathered together in Europe, played by the likes of Jimi Hendrix, U2 and The Who. Apparently they're worth tens of millions of pounds, which explains why they arrived this morning in the hands of a team of burly security men, all wearing fetching white gloves. Well, I can't play guitar very well, it has to be said, but I know a lady who can. It's Joan Armour Trading. Joan, what is it about guitars, really, that sort of gets everyone dribbling? I mean, there's a load of people that will come along to this exhibition and just want to reach out and grab every guitar.
They're cuddly. They're very sexy, aren't they? When you're playing the guitar, you're really holding on to something. It's not like a piano that you're kind of a bit of distance, you know. Even if you're hovered over it, there's still distance. Whereas a guitar, you have to hold it close, you have to hug it. You're continually kind of caressing. I think it's the sexiness of it.
Well, we'll leave Joan and her guitar together alone for some quality time. Look around the rest of the exhibition though, and you'll find some pretty special artefacts from rock history. Who knew lumps of wood with strings attached could be so fascinating? This is the world's very first electric guitar, called the frying pan, for obvious reasons, really. This strange-looking guitar belonged to Mark Bolan from T-Rex. It's expensive, I can't afford it. And this belonged to Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. Maybe if I stand close to it, some of the talent will rub off. Aga-do-do-do, push pineapple, shake the tree, aga-do-do-do-da. Well, it's all very well having these expensive guitars all around you like this and drooling over them, but it's another thing to actually get to play them, and they've stupidly given me one to play. One that's actually up for auction with Keith Richards on the back as well. I'm sure he'd be envious about my ability. Somebody who can play, though, is Daniel Gallagher, who joins me now, the nephew of Rory Gallagher. There's lots of Rory's guitars on exhibition here, isn't there?
There's about 30 of them, yeah.
And the one you're holding is pretty special. I mean, any Rory Gallagher fans will know that one for sure. It may look like a dirty old Fender, but in fact it's worth quite a lot of money, right?
Probably about £1 million, I imagine.
I can't play very well, or rather I'll lower myself to your standard just to make you look better, of course.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's what I say. Should we try and play something?
Are we going for G?
Is Harrods ready to rock in a G style? Well, I tried to play, but all I was thinking was, how could I distract Daniel and run off with that guitar? £1 million! Phew! But before Muhammad Al-Fayed asked me to leave for disturbing his customers, I left the experts to it and went home for a shave. Ah, the round of applause. The audience are going wild, I can imagine. Yes, look at the excitement on their faces. You can visit Harrods Rocks until March the 3rd. Steve Hargrave, London Tonight.